the syllabus, you can also see some information about the college, about our policies that we have, and really important with our class, you can see our expectations for our assignments. One of the things that's really important, of course, is that because this class is online, is that you really make sure that you're investing the necessary time. Online classes take more time than seated classes. It may seem that it's different because you have the flexibility, but you're really putting in a lot of time. So make sure you're investing that time wisely. And make sure that you complete the reading assignments far enough in advance to do good responses. Now, the way those are going to work on the message board, when we do the literary section for the class, there will be questions. We've read some poems, we've read some short stories, there'll be some questions for each. Don't go through and answer all the questions. Use those as a starting place. You'll formulate a response on each of the texts you read. Make sure they go on the right message board, really important. And then you'll post those as a new response, and then you'll reply to other people. But you don't want to just go through and read the questions. But if you don't budget time for that, then you're going to end up just summarizing or not doing a good thorough response. So make sure that you do budget the time appropriately. Also make sure as you're typing up those responses that you do it on a Word document so that in case something funny happens with Leo, you don't lose your work. Now, it's really important that you're actively participating in class. That's critical. And it's important that you have good scores on everything that we do. As you can see from the scale that we have for the class, for the way things work, you don't have to have 100% on all your tests. Essays are more important, but you still want to do well on those tests and quizzes, including the orientation quiz that we have once you finish watching this podcast. You'll also see it's really important to get things in on time. We just can't do late in an online class. If we start getting late stuff coming in, it's horrible. So no late work, no late journals, none of that. Essays we can take late, but they lose a letter grade every day they're late, and that's just because if you miss the essay totally, it would really cause a huge problem with your grade. But if you're going to have a problem, if you can't get something in on time, please email me, let me know. We can arrange an extension if that's necessary, but don't turn things in late without any kind of explanation. And don't expect to turn in message boards late, because you can't. If you look on the syllabus there, as we talk about schedules soon, you'll see 2 due dates for any time we're using the message board. The first one is your post. The second deadline is for you to reply to somebody else. If you're not doing both of those, then you are not getting full points. So make sure you adhere to those deadlines. Can't take late things. I do drop a couple of those informal writing grades for everybody, so nobody has a perfect life and perfect week, so sometimes things like that do come up, so that allows you to drop things as you need to. You'll also see there on that list, it's really important you have all the elements of your essays, all those sections, and not only are those part of your grade, but they also will help you have successful final draft results, which is really good. There are also going to be some professional writing assignments, as you can see. Resume, letter, email, those are critical. And it's really important that the class is positive. We'll be working in groups, working with each other. Even though you don't see each other physically, you still have a lot of contact with people. So remember to be positive and professional. That's really important. And again, academic honesty is a really big deal for us. There are some other things on there like our tobacco use policy and snow delay that probably don't apply unless you're going to be on campus, but do bear those in mind. Always check with campus, make sure we're open. We have different schedules in the summer, and if the winter we have bad weather, so always make sure that you check and see what's going on.